listen, let me check that. Let me share something real quick. I was in the comment section, and one of the our Laker family said that you know, give Lonzo some time, this and that. I'm calling out Lonzo. I'm saying certain things about him. I want to point something out. One thing about me, if you follow me, one thing about it is that I'm gonna criticize everybody. I'm not worried about if people get upset, they get mad. If I see something, I'm gonna call it out. Now, I'm giving Lonzo the benefit of the doubt that he's not shooting, point blank period, okay? This is my problem with Luke Walton's rotation. Now, we got Lonzo for the simple fact that he was a good passer. We all understand that. We all in agreement with that, okay? But this is 2017. This is a whole new breed. I love the old-fashioned point guards. But let's keep it real. All my old heads, you know what I'm talking about. Back then, when we had Muggsy Bogues, who else was a point guard that passed but couldn't shoot? Let me see. Let me think real quick. That's probably about it. Muggsy Bogues. I think Muggsy Bogues probably the only point guard that could pass, but he could never really shoot. I know in this era it's Rondo, but Rondo actually knocking down threes. Jason Kidd, you can see that too, but Jason Kidd further down the line started knocking down threes. I'm not knocking Lonzo. Lonzo's a rookie, all right? One thing about me is that if you ever follow me, I gave all of them benefit of the doubt. I didn't even like D'Angelo Russell. I was for Jahlil Okafor. I wasn't for D'Angelo Russell. But because the Lakers picked him up, I dealt with D'Angelo Russell. I said, you know what? We can make this work by making D'Angelo Russell 2. Instead, Magic Johnson had different ideas. Hey, I'm with the team. You know what I mean? As long as we winning. When we not winning, I get frustrated because we waited, what, 4 or 5 years, and we still haven't got nothing, no result. And I know it's still early in the season, but let's keep it like this. Lonzo right now is, I think, he's shooting 20% from the field, or probably less than that. I don't freaking know what he's shooting. He's not hitting anything. He's not taking a lot of shots. The shot, when he started to become aggressive, even his layups, he's missing layups. So most time when players get out of slump, if they can't hit a jumper, they usually go to the rack. He's missing layups as well. Take the seatbelt off. Like I'm getting a little bit comfortable here. He's missing layups as well. So not only is he missing jumpers, but he's missing layups. And he's putting the ball up to a point where defenders are seeing what he's doing and actually are blocking his shots. So he becomes a liability on that starting 5. Why do I say become a liability? And I know a lot of you players will get upset. I mean, fans will get upset, but I'm going to be honest with you. The reason why he's a liability because if you look at all starting 5, the only person that really got a set shot on the real is Brook Lopez. Kyle Kuzma, he got a set shot, but he can create off the dribble. Brandon Ingram, create off the dribble. Larry Nance can't create off the dribble. Larry Nance is your utility player. He's usually the cleanup man around the rim and all that. He doesn't take shots. So you put Lonzo in a starting 5 with guys who got 2 ISO players. A center who doesn't play down low but like to bang it outside. The only set player he got. So defenders come up and they actually play him. They get up on Brook Lopez. You know, all the time Brook Lopez had a lot of good looks because a lot of cities don't go out there. But he just wasn't hot at the moment. And in some cases you're gonna be like that. You're not gonna be hot. And this is the main reason why I was kind of upset that he got. I understand D'Angelo Russell because I knew that in order to move Mas or Luol Deng, we're going to lose D'Angelo Russell. I knew that was going to happen because at that time, before we got Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, teams wanted D'Angelo Russell. So we lost D'Angelo Russell in the midst of getting rid of Mas. Okay, I understand that. But I still say to this day that we still should not let Swaggy P go. Hey, when y'all was hating Swaggy P, I was riding with him. I didn't like Swaggy P when we picked him up back in the days. I didn't like him. Didn't like his character. Didn't like none of that. But because he became a Laker, I said, okay, I'm going to have to deal with him. Swaggy P, last year, the year before last, I was the only one riding with him. Even with the camera situation, a lot of fans was talking about Swaggy P should be cheating, this and that, trying to make excuses for D'Angelo Russell and mishaps that he done. I was riding with Swaggy P. We should have kept Swaggy P. Now Swaggy P over there go to state banging out threes. Here's what I'm trying to say at the end of the day. If you know Lonzo Ball ain't going to score, Lonzo Ball is not a scorer, right? You got actually 3 guys in that starting 5 that can score. So because you only got 3 guys in that starting 5 that can score, it does not open up the floor the floor. Simple as that, because you got Brook Lopez, Kuzma, and Brandon Ingram. All right. KCP is an inconsistent player. I hate to say it, but it is what it is. They got for defense. I don't want to keep talking about it, but that's what his specialty is. So you put Lonzo on the floor with a bunch of guys who don't, I mean, 3 guys that ISO, or 2 guys that are ISO. 1 guy's a spot-up player, but he does not go inside. So it kind of limit what you really can do with him. And then everybody say, well, he makes the players run him better. That's probably in a couple years from now. Steve Nash didn't make nobody better around him when he was in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? It took him years to finally get to where he was at. But the point is, at the end of the day, is that you got to put players around him that's going to make him feel comfortable and help him. Right now, like I said, when he passed to Brandon Ingram put the ball on the floor. Brandon Ingram don't take spot. He's not a spot-up shooter. When he passed the ball to Brandon Ingram, Brandon put the ball on the floor. Brandon tried to create for Brandon Ingram. Brandon was like almost similar to Kobe. So Lonzo not going to get too many assists off Brandon Ingram. Then you got Kuzma. He probably only one to get assists off probably Kuzma and Lopez. But Lopez, one thing about Lopez, if he's not having a good game, Luke Walton takes him out. That's why I say, at the end of the day, fans can disagree with me. I keep telling you guys over and over again, if we're not looking to win, if the manager is talking about develop the players and all that, I do not believe it, because if that's the case, then Zubac will be in, Brown will be in, Corey Brewer would not be in. You'll have the young guys in and see what we got going into the next year. They are trying to win. So with that being said, Luke Walton is still young, inexperienced when it comes to coaching. I'm not going to beat him up. I'm not going to beat down on him, but he does run a stubborn play. He has a very stubborn play calling. His play calling is very stubborn. Listen, we're going to lose Julius Randle. I told y'all guys that 3 videos ago. When he came off the bench, I said, oh, he's not. When they said that, you know, they were talking about extended contract, Julius Randle in this camp said no. I said, oh, yeah, he's out. He's not coming off the bench, man. He feel like at the end of the day, why would I come off the bench? Why go somewhere else and probably start with a mediocre team? And he probably would and get 35 minutes. And I'm telling you, he's going to go to a team, get 35 minutes. He probably average like 15 and 11. Work down low, and then eventually, you know, a team going to help him develop his shot. He's going to be... Our problem is that we're giving up on players too early. But here's the biggest thing. Fans will criticize JC, Julius Randle, you know, D'Angelo Russell here and there, you know, anybody else. But when we pick up certain people like Brandon, we won't criticize Brandon. We won't criticize Lonzo. You know, they'll try to come in and be like, oh, well, what about this and that? No, listen. At the end of the day, you got to call a spade a spade. If you see this player doing bad, you got to call him out, man. Listen, if you love the team, you want the best for the team. And if you see a player is not doing this, not doing that, we got to call him out. You know, that's the whole point about being a Laker fan. You know, we're going to call players out. You cannot fall in love with a player that even if they do wrong, like, you know, they do wrong, we just put on our blinders and don't even see what they do wrong. You know what I'm saying? You got to be very critiquing of your player, of your fan, of your team. And I'm a very critique player. You know, I've been doing that for years. I critique players because I feel that today they can get a lot more they can do from down to the coaching staff and all that. But to make it like this, everything that's going on with that Lakers squad right now, yeah, I know it's only, you know, we what 5 and 6. We play the Wizards tonight. Most likely we probably lose that game because the Wizards going to come back with revenge. They're not going to, and plus we at their home, they're not going to let us spank them. And one thing, it comes down to this, and I know for a fact, it comes down to Magic Johnson. That lineup and everything, I'm telling you, all that's Magic Johnson. Y'all got to go back to the last year when he came in. Remember, Luke Walton was playing everybody 25 minutes. Wasn't nobody complaining. And I'm telling you, Julius Randle would have started, because in that case, why did he start Larry Nance this season? Think about it. Magic Johnson ain't give him no scores. No scores. He ain't give him no shooters. You get a point guard who game is basically contributed off with shooters. You know, his game that's what his game is based off. Shooters. You give him no shooters. And because you give him no shooters, now you're trying to figure out what is it that we need to do in order to get this offense going. You know what I mean? You let Nick Young go tell we're going a different direction. So we're going to get a defensive type team. Okay, we get a different type team, but now we ain't got no scores. You know, we did last at 3-point percentage. So you put Kuzma in, then when Larry Nance come back, you'll put Kuzma back on the bench. You don't have nobody fight for their position. You just give them positions. Julius Randle right now is our best low post player, and you got him coming off the bench. The only person that can give you a double-double in less than 20 minutes. How's that sound? I know a lot of people say, well, Larry Nance is that, but Larry Nance can't create on his own. Larry Nance needs Lonzo Ball in order to make shots, to find him shots. Larry Nance get at the top of the key, he passed the ball. He don't shoot. He's not aggressive. Julius Randle and Jordan Clarkson is probably the most, and Kuzma. Those three are probably the most aggressive people that come off, you know, that basically go for it. KCP, yeah, but KCP to me is not consistent like those three. And that's why I say right now, we put Lonzo Ball in too much, we put him in too much pressure. JC should be starting, not starting, I'm sorry. JC, I'm saying JCP. JC should be in there doing clutch games. I'm just being honest with you. When you need scores, you need to disrupt the defense, you got to put somebody that can score. You know? Lonzo, like I said, you got to give him scores, man. And I just feel bad for the young brother, man. He don't have no score. I mean, no shooters. I mean, not scores, but shooters. And that's why Nick Young would have been beneficial to that team. I would have kept Nick. I would have re-signed Nick Young, and I probably got rid of Corey Brewer. I like Corey Brewer. Don't get me wrong. Or I would never re-sign. I would never sign Van der Blue, but I would definitely have Nick Young in that rotation. Josh Hart probably wouldn't get no playing time, but Nick Young would be getting that playing time. Seriously, he'd be getting that playing time. I would never sign KCP. I know a lot of y'all like KCP, but I wouldn't have signed him. I just think that Nick Young would have been better beneficial to Lonzo Ball. Now Lonzo Ball like a dud to the Lonzo Ball haters, and they have more ammunition to talk about. More ammunition. But like I said, everything that's going on, I think this Magic coming down on Luke Walton telling him this is what we want to run. This is how to play it. I'm just being honest with you. I think this Magic Johnson. It ain't Luke Walton running that team, because if it was up to Luke Walton, DeAndre Russell probably still be here. Miles all of them probably still be here. Remember, Miles and Lou Day was Luke Walton people. He picked them up. Magic Johnson wanted told him to put Miles and Lou Day on the bench and get those young guys 30-plus minutes. It wasn't Luke Walton's decision. It was Magic's decision. So when you look at the squad, you see what's going on. A lot of that stuff going on is because of probably Magic Johnson. Luke Walton probably don't care. Luke Walton probably, you know, remember his father told him a while back that he should take the job. Excuse me, people. I got a little, my allergies kicking in. But he told him don't take the job. But Luke Walton decided to take the job. And we got to look at everything, you know. And like I said, it's only 11 games. I'm not going to get so bent out of shape, but I was frustrated yesterday. We played the Celtics. You know, I'm a big Lakers fan. I watched the Lakers back in the late 80s. I mean, the early 80s. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I watched the rivalry between them and the Celtics, you know, Magic and Bird. And I'm a big, like I said, the Celtics, I don't hate the Celtics. That's the thing. I love the rivalry, but I think that when we play, we should play with, you know, we should play with urgency. We don't play with no sense of urgency, and that happens a lot. You know, sometimes we just lack, like we don't want it. I don't freaking know, but my thing of the day is that it's not that I'm hard on Lonzo. I want Lonzo to do better. You know, simple as that. I want to win. Y'all might not want to win, but I want to win. You know, we ain't got no draft pick. You know what I mean? I want to win, and I think that you should put the best people on the floor. That's what I call at the end of the day. So it goes down to Luke Walton and Magic Johnson. Not so much the players. Yeah, they do bonehead plays, but what team doesn't have a lot of turnovers or a lot of bonehead plays? How do you think the Lakers are able to get back into games? Because the other teams are doing bonehead mistakes too. But it comes down to coaching. Because you can have 20 turnovers and still be in the game. We had 20 turnovers. We still in that game yesterday. We're still in that game. Think about it. So it comes down to coaching, time management, rotation. You know, you got a man that actually helped get your team back in it. Then you sit them down the whole time. Like, you're afraid to put Julius Randle and Brook Lopez in at the same time. And they basically will complement each other. Brook Lopez is timid. He don't work down the bottom. He's not a body banger, man. He's a finesse type of center. The finesse type of centers. You know what I'm saying? So in retrospect to that, he like to go up there and bang them jumpers. That's good because they open up the floor. That way Julius Randle could go down low and bang. Bang, you know what I mean? Julius Randle is a beast down low. But you keep putting him at center, and you playing him against center, and the only one you got on that second unit is him and Jordan Clarkson. Almost similar to last year was just Lou and Jordan. Like, come on, Luke. You gotta start using your players according to what's beneficial to the team. Not what makes you look good. Screw all that bull crap. It's not working. You see it not working. When we play them top-notch teams, we got to come more harder, man. You know what I mean? You know, like I said, man, we got to come hard. You know, to show that we're capable of winning games. Because what people fail to realize is this. Come free agency, y'all say anything that we will get 2 superstars. I'm going to tell y'all right now. If the Lakers look like a piece of crap going forward, ain't nobody coming here, man. Nobody coming here. I'm telling y'all, y'all be getting too caught up in the hype. You know, because Magic at the helm and all that, that don't mean nothing. Players are not going to come in if we still struggling. Simple as that. And if somebody like LeBron James come, best believe he's going to hike most of them guys up out of here. He's not going to keep them guys. Look at Kyrie. Kyrie leaves to go to Boston. They get a 10-game win streak. He happy to leave there. Think for a second. We should be developing these players, man. Seriously, man. And if you want, like I said, if that's the case, then let Bryant play the center. Let Julius Randle play power forward on that second unit. Or I'll let Julius Randle start, and I'll let Bryant play in that second unit. I'll let Bryant play center. Seriously, I mean, at the end of the day, you got to see what you got, man. You got guys sitting on the bench just taking up time, and you bringing in guys that ain't really contributing, ain't doing nothing. But anyway, it's your man Herbalo. We got a game tonight. I just want to throw that out there. Sorry, 15 minutes. Good. But I ain't expect to be going that long. You know, when you get into those rants, that's what happened. But look, I love you guys. Remember, we all had different opinions, but we all had different opinions. But at the end of the day, we all got one common goal, and that's to see our Lakers back at dominance. So I love you. Y'all have a blessed day. Take care. Get in the comment section. Tell me what you think. At the end of the day, I'm looking at the rotation. It's the rotation. Magic Johnson, Lew Walton. Like I said, you can make a superstar if you want to. You see the guys got potential, especially Brandon Ingram and all of them. You got to say, well, listen, it's just so much you can do with this team, man. And I think, I'm not knocking Luke, but I know for a fact that we had a seasonable coach, like somebody that been around for like 10 to 15 years, whatever it may be. You know, I think that we probably be better. And I'm not saying get rid of Luke. I'm just imagine if we had somebody better. Because I'm telling you, Julius Randle will be starting. Brandon will probably be at that too. Look at Jason Kidd, how he moved the Greek Freak around all through all 5 positions. He utilized them. I'm telling y'all, man, at the end of the day, it should be Lonzo Ball and Brandon at that backcourt. You know, that way it helps Lonzo Ball bring, you know, Brandon can help Lonzo Ball bring the ball up. Lonzo Ball can spot up because if you watch him at UCLA, a lot of his open shots came from, because the other guy was a point guard who transitioned to the 2, and him and Lonzo would bring the ball up. So a lot of times he would feed Lonzo and throw him lobs and all that. See what I'm saying? But Lonzo ain't got that. KCP is not a good passer. I told y'all that. He's not a good passer. He's like, He's already defensively, but he's not a good passer. Brandon Ingram is. And that's why I say I really would love to see Lonzo and Brandon Ingram at that 2, Julius Randle at the power forward spot, Kuzma at the 3, and Brook Lopez at the center spot. But I know that's never going to happen. That's just a dream that I play on NBA 2K. And I'm doing pretty good on it. I hate the game, but y'all take care. I'm out.